All right, class, settle down. Class is in session. Everyone get to your seats. Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to every time I tried to do anything, the wolves immediately started attacking me. So yeah, I think I heard them off in the distance, but right now we're off to go find our good friend Glommer, who will immediately and promptly be eaten by a wolf, which will be very tragic. It will be very sad. Now, obviously, we've only got a shred of nighttime left, so we're not going to make it in time. But what we can do is we can go piss off some bees and hope that they go and kill the wolves as they come and attack us, which is going to be our strategy here. We're also right beside the swamp here. What we might do is try and rampage through the swamp and get them killed with that. We still got a little bit of time regardless though, so hopefully it won't come to anything that drastic, but we'll see how things go. Now, strictly speaking, we don't want to get Glommer before we've already gotten rid of these hound waves or whatever, and we're also not very healthy, so we're gonna go and deal with that in the best way we can, that being grab some flowers and eat them. Okay, so we're right beside the bees here. We've also got this armor. We're going to wait till the hounds get a little bit closer, and then we're going to attack the bees, and then we're hopefully going to run away from the hounds, get them to fight the bees. That's the hope anyway. It's going to be rough. We're definitely not going to be happy about this whole situation here. Also, we have got our log suit, so we can't actually just outright kill them. We're not playing as Wendy, so things are going to be a little bit more pleasant for us than if we were trying to fight as somebody else. Well, Wendy in particular. Okay, so let's just get some resources while we're here. Might as well. Okay, I think they're just about to show up. Okay, our sanity 155, that's not terrible. Lazy bees. Stop being lazy bees. Yeah, I heard that, Wilson. I can hear. They've been snorting away like that for quite some time now, and if they attack like during the full moon, I'm going to be so pissed. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's pop this on. Okay, now this is going to be risky. Okay, so they're attacking chest for now, it sounds like. Okay, good. It's working. Not sure if that was a good plan or not, but it seems to be working. Let's move away from there, Chester. Let that happen. Okay, we're just going to continue on our journey now. So yeah, that's another way. As always, I've shown you a way to avoid getting into fights, because that's sort of how we do things around here. Again, absolutely pants at fighting stuff, so we're just going to continue on with our adventure. Alright, so, Glommer, down way the hell over this way. Way the hell out there. Now, one of the other things I want to do just while I'm out here is sort of keep a lookout for more clockwork areas. The reason for that being that, like, we're severely deficient in clockworks right now, and I kind of do need them quite badly for later on. You need quite a bit more with Reign of Giants than you did before, so there's a lot more mechanical crap that you need built. So I just want to sort of do a quick poke around to look for it, see if I can find it. And since we got our wood armor this time, it would be a little bit easier for us to find that sort of stuff and actually take down whatever is guarding it. We could also dig up some graves, I guess, but that's sort of a last resort kind of thing anyway. Okay, so... We're going to have to actually head over towards Glommer in just a little bit. We do only have tonight to get it, of course, so going to be a little bit necessary for us to rush it. Looks like there's a good spot here, though, for resources. Nothing useful, though, unfortunately. So once again, we're talking about a base that just is sort of irredeemably bad in certain respects. That's what we're doing today. It's not actually so horrible that I think I'm going to die or anything. It's just the kind that, under normal circumstances, unless you're up for the challenge, I'd actually probably have re-rolled this, but again, it's an interesting thing to try and test yourself to see if you can live through this sort of situation where you just don't have any good places to be. A lot of resources are missing or scarce. Makes it really sort of awkward in certain respects. Okay. And I think actually I think we're about at the point where those tall birds should have respawned, so we'll probably do something about that pretty soon. Okay, still got a ways to go before we get to Glommer. Going to have to hoof it. Fortunately, again, we don't need torches because we've got a full moon tonight. It means that we'll be able to beeline it all the way there and then straight back, preferably. Those wolves have stopped chasing me, so I can only assume that they're all dead. I think. Crap, we're going the wrong way here. Alright. We are going to need some more resources of various sorts. This is going to be a nice shortcut, actually, so let's grab these. There we go. Alright, so, Glommer, let's go get you, buddy. And then, obviously, we won't need a fire for the night so that we live through the darkness, because there won't be any darkness, unless I've miscalculated something tragically. I'm pretty sure today is the full moon, so shouldn't be that bad. Okay, Glommer, where the hell are you? A bit to the right. Okay, we're going to run around again and just look for more clockwork areas, though, while we're at it. You never know, there might be one in here. You guys are leaving rot everywhere. You guys are filthy. For some reason, the little catcoons or whatever, they make piles of rot for no good reason, which is really odd. It's just like, let's just leave it here. Sometimes they craft other things, but it's usually rot. We're going to pick these green mushrooms just because our sandy's been trending downward in a sort of slow, steady way. Should be useful. And we're going to also continue picking flowers because, well, for one, we won't be here for a while longer. And for another, kind of need the sanity and the ability to make another parasol if necessary. Okay, there we go. Full on stamina. And, well, we could even pick more mushrooms. Get a lot of mushrooms out here. $178 for our psych. That's pretty good. And that'll get us enough for another pretty parasol if it comes down to it. Of course, probably not going to come down to it. It is, after all, autumn. I think this is our autumn playthrough anyway. No, this is our spring playthrough. What am I thinking? No, wait, this is... I think this is our... I'm confused. I'm just very confused. It's been a long day, guys. I don't know. Like, seriously. Okay. Just about nighttime. You know what? I'm going to actually go ahead and kill some of these little things here. And the reason I'm going to do that is I think some of them might have... dropped something important here. I'm thinking that one of them may have gone ahead, picked up the stupid little... No, maybe not, actually. Let's just go home. Let's go home, guys. It's useless. The thing is that those stupid, these stupid badgers pick up stuff from the ground here, so I'm thinking one of them may have picked up the flute. But it would be hard to tell, and I'm not sure how long it takes before like an item they pick up despawns, so it would have just been nice to have had the flute back, which would have made things a lot easier come giants coming in like tremendous assholes that they are. But yeah, no, we're not going to worry about that right now, I guess. It just doesn't seem like the right time, so we're going to head home. Let's see here. Long-ass walk. Yeah, they just make wet goop in piles and then they let it rot. I don't understand that at all. These raccoons are crazy. Alright. Well, now let's head on home, guys. We got the whole gang with us. We don't have Abigail because it's the wrong character, but it is kind of hilarious when you've got all three of them following you. We're probably going to have to kill Glommer, but I kind of need Santa bait so that we can murder Santa when he shows up. We're going to just spend a little bit more time on the way back finding places on this map, just filling them in a little bit, because we do, again, really want to find more crap. So, let's head up this way. More bees, and a graveyard, though. Well, we're going to dig up a couple graves. We're not going to dig up too many, but we're just going to hope for the best here. And we'll just dig up one more and hope for the best. No, it's a not. Well, no ghosts, so it's not the worst situation. Huh. Right, well, this isn't a terrible boon. Let's pick up this miner's hat. We'll put it in Chester. Right, well, I think I'll eat these carrots as well then. Let's see. Kind of want to look for more places that could potentially have Maxwell statues, because they do tend to have the clockwork stuff around. I could batter down that fridge, and that should give me another one, but for now, let's stop worrying about that for now. We don't have time for that. What we're going to have to do right now is just head back home and start working on those drying racks that we said we were going to be building. So, oh wait. Haha. Okay, we need to keep this in mind because that's going to be where we're going to go to get our pig skins. Where the hell is all our stuff? Way the hell up there. Right, so we're going to be really far away from that, but you know, it's better than nothing. Okay, this is a long-ass walk. We're going to check to see if the birds have come back to life as well. We'll have to start making some boxes. It's going to be parts of our base. The reason that we need boxes is that these tall bird eggs take up a lot of space in your inventory. They don't stack together, but they do last forever until you cook them. So they're actually a really nice, compact, storable form of energy for you that you can just sort of have a handle on and then not worry about them. This is so far away. Okay. We're also going to have to kill some spiders, I think. Okay, so first off, though, drying racks, butterfly nets, honey, and drying racks is going to be... I keep getting distracted by all the everything because there's so much everything to do. Okay. That spider's nest is a nice level 2. That's good. I'm wondering if there are new tall birds spawned yet. That would be nice. Basically want to kill them off as quickly as you can because obviously you get them faster that way. Okay. And here we go, back to our little camp here. Alright, Chester, let's get these. Drop them off in there. Drop these off in here. And let's start working on our food. Okay, we need drying racks for rope. Okay. Okay, that's enough to make 3 of these drying racks. I don't know if I've got enough of everything else yet, but we'll start with this. Okay, and down here I think I can get one. Perfect. Okay, so that's all nice and compact. There are some people who say that you shouldn't actually have your base being this compact, and the reason for that is that you sometimes end up with a situation where like you'll have some sort of monster rampage through base. I think that preferentially you want to still have it close together and just deal with the monster before you can wreck your base. That's my view on that particular event, but it doesn't always happen all that badly, so, you know, it comes down to preference as far as that goes. If you think you can blow up whatever it is with an old bell or dynamite fast enough, it's oftentimes worth just keeping all your stuff relatively bunched together. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm getting enough tall grass that I can continue building with it. And pretty soon, like now is actually a really good time for me to go checking on the tall birds, because those tall birds will be something I can kill again pretty soon, I think. And it would be nice to double check the days that you can kill them. They don't respawn exactly that quickly, so You do have to sort of be careful with how you use the meat, which is why it's very important that you try and make them into the honey hams as much as possible. Let's see here. They were down there by the spider nest. I don't actually know the respawn times of like anything in this game. I just sort of go with my gut instinct, and I haven't really looked it up. But, you know, if you're literally farming them, they should be close by enough that you can just sort of frequently check. Yeah, so there's nothing back there yet. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and make our bug net instead. That'll be our next project while we wait for those guys to respawn. And that will be perfectly acceptable given the circumstances. Let's go ahead and plant some of these. I want to have some pine planted around here, even though I've got the other trees. The reason, of course, is that they're a little bit easier to tend to keep sustained and plant. So that's going to be something that we're going to want to keep a head on. Okay, and bug nets. And let's put you in the fridge. Can't go in there. Oh, right, because it's... Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a chest. And let's... Right, let's just put this egg on the ground like some sort of scrubs. Hopefully it won't hatch. We don't want that to be something that we have to deal with. Okay, I kind of want 2 chests, so... Chester, you're going to have to open up and give me this stuff. And can we refine another one? No, that's literally all the wood we have. But anyway, let's go ahead and start dumping stuff in there. Take that. Right, that should be good enough for now. Let's go grab this other egg. We'll put that in there as well. Shit. Okay, so I don't like burning planks in all honesty, but I'm going to do that here. And let's go ahead and do this. Look at Glommer lying there by the fire. Both of them are just so lazy while I work through the night. Don't they know how hard I work to provide for this family? Alright, so... that should be good. Toss these birch nuts in here as well, actually. Come to think of it. Cook up these berries before they go bad. And we'll stand next to Glommer because it'll increase our sanity just a little bit through the night here. So we've got enough for our bug net. We're not going to actually have enough for our hat, I don't suspect. Is the bug hat in here or is it in somewhere else? I forget. I think it's in here. Yeah, there it is. We need 8. So yeah, we definitely don't have enough. And we definitely used too much fuel for that particular fire, but whatever. Either way, we're going to spend today bug catching. We're going to wait until we've got bees, and then after that we're going to go ahead and harass the... what are they called? I can't really remember. It doesn't really matter right now. Okay, so bees. Come out of your little hidey holes. Lazy, lazy bees today. Okay, while we're waiting for them to show up, let's go ahead and cut down this tree as well. Always try to make the best use of the time that you have. Just switch to the pickaxe so I don't accidentally dig up this bush. There we go. There's the little bastards. Alright. Ouch. Run, guys, run! Okay, so we need to get quite far away from these guys before they stop chasing us. Mostly because, along with me, they're also going to be after my 2 buddies. And that's going to increase the chase distance just a little bit. I could put Glommer's flower in Chester and leave Chester behind so that they're not with me for this, but, you know, I'm kind of lazy, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so one of the interesting things is if you collect enough yellow bees doing this from the same hive, eventually that hive's going to be out of bees. So whenever the red bees head back into their hive, what happens is the bees sort of despawn. They go back into their hive and they're sort of despawned again. And they spawn another yellow bee. So here you can see that yellow bee that probably came from the right place. So we're going to go ahead and capture him. And as you can see, there's less of these red bees now. So we can just keep catching them over and over again until either there's a manageable number of them, which is the reason we're doing it this way this time is because there's nothing really I can send to distract them to the point where I feel confident. I need a lot of bees because I want to make more beehives than I normally do. So what we're going to do is actually capture a hell of a lot of these guys. Okay, so here's that bee that came from the same hive again. Now there's only 3 red bees. So we're just going to continue on this process until it gets down to like 1 or 2, and then we're just going to capture them, and that should be fine. Chester, actually, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, so they de-aggro. They start heading back. That's fine. And even if you get quite close at this point, they'll stop worrying about your existence. Okay, so once more. Okay, now they've only got 2 red bees. So what we're going to do is get them over here. I'm just going to put on my log suit. There we go. So the log suit soaked up enough of that damage that I feel pretty okay about that. And hopefully they haven't like spawned any new bees. You know, they did, but just in time. Okay. Chester, take this. Also take this. Okay, we're going to murder these bees. But that's not really the concern here. Okay, so our net just about broken. Let's go ahead and go into survival. We need... Damn it, Chester. Why do I always give you the one thing I need? Okay, we'll give you this. And let's go ahead and make ourselves another bug net. Okay, I'm not sure which one that came from, so we'll take this one. Ouch. Okay, now we got the right one. Okay. Down to only 103 health. Honey, fortunately, is relatively good for health. Oops. We're going to also start eating some flower petals. It doesn't look like it's going to rain again, really. Now, I should be theoretically wearing my armor for the entire process here. What we're going to do is do the old runaround here. So we're going to wear this, leave this here. Oh wow, that's actually a lot of bees. What the crap? Okay, so as you can see, there's that point where they sort of de-aggro. Oh, a couple of them went back already. Now they're after Chester. Chester, don't die. Okay, this is going to be really annoying because there's just so many of them there. But let's get them all angry at us again. They're all chasing, so... Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's go, boys. Okay, we got enough for now. That's going to be good, actually. Make some more of these tomorrow. Run, Chester. Keep running. Okay. Wait, where the crap did I leave my backpack? Christ almighty. These bees sure are uppity about all this thing. I suspect when the sun went down, they immediately sort of like all respawned on me. Which is kind of a dick move, but whatever. Getting rid of all those red bees is going to be an awful pain. Okay. So we should be able to get back to our base in time to be relatively happy. And getting 2 beehives basically done in a day is not bad at all. I need this back, Chester. Okay, let's get 2 of these planks done. And food, what do we need here? I think we need the thing that I dropped off of Chester here. I always give him the wrong things. Okay. Bee box. Actually, let's move this over. There we go. And let's get our bee box over here. And we'll have these logs for the night. Let's see if I can get down a tree before that. Probably not, actually. It's pretty much deadline here. Have I got a torch though? Yes, I have. Okay. Just in time. There we go. 2 bee boxes. That's good for the day. Alright. Might have to start burning some logs or something for the night. Let's get that in there. We don't need that. We'll check again for those birds in the morning, but for now, let's eat one of these. They're pretty good for what we're dealing with here. Quite a lot of stamina. We'll also have to chop a lot of wood, it looks like, so. Let's cook these carrots up. They're a good source of health. Okay, and we're going to go do a quick check. We want to check to see if the birds are back up a bit. That would be really nice if they were. And after that, we're going to go ahead and just farm up another couple of beehives, because we don't want those beehives up there as they are anyway. Nope, no bird yet. I think they might actually take like a full season or some bullshit like that to actually respawn. So they're a fairly slow respawning source, but I kind of already knew that, so... Fortunately, though, we've got a pretty good establishment for food set up. It's nothing really that dire. Oh, I did have an axe. Damn it. Okay. There we go. And that should be enough wood for the night, but not enough for our bee boxes. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Let's see here. Beehives are over this way. There's still red bees meandering about everywhere. We'll deal with those guys once we've got much more of the silk available to us. Since silk is kind of what's required for sort of handling bees in a lot of respects. Easiest way, of course, is to wear a bee hat and then capture all the red bees. It's not too much damage if you got a bee hat on. We could go hunting. It's something we have as an option, but again, we're not going to rely on that as much as we used to, just because it's now a dangerous source of food instead of a safe one. Okay, there's that bee. Oops. Okay. This is a very slow, laborious process, but it's sort of the one that I think works best when you've got a large number of killer bees loitering around and you also don't have anything to draw them into. I still much prefer the method where you can draw them into something, they all get killed by whatever, and then you know, you don't have to worry about it. Ouch, son of a bitch. Of course, we could also be getting killed, but you know, it's a slow process for them too, so we're not too worried about that. Okay, I think this is far enough. I'm going to stop by and eat these until I get up above 100. Okay, and I think they're down to like 3 bees. Well, let's do this then. Okay, we'll draw him down to here. And then capture him. And the reason we're doing it like that is, of course, because... is that the right? No, that was a different hive. Shit. Okay, so the reason we did that, though, is that it, again, decreases the number of bees that are in that hive. We're going to go ahead and murder this guy. More honey, good. We'll eat some of that, too, because it's a really good source of health. And then let's wear this, and just go ahead, capture this guy. There's 4 of these guys now. Cheaters. And one of the other ones is joined in. Assholes. Okay. We got our wood armor on, so we don't have to worry as much about damage here. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Chester, take that. I'll regret that later. Let's go get our backpack. There we go. And we can probably take one more if we had more nets, but I think this is going to be the limit of what we can do for now. Let's check here. That other one to the right, maybe we could do, but it'd be awfully risky, especially since our armor's not looking great, our health's not looking great, so we're basically just not looking that great. One of the weird things that you can do, though, is you could actually just get yourselves a torch or something, light their thing on fire. That's often a fairly safe way to do it, but there seems to be an egg here now. Nope, tall bird there, but no egg. So we'll wait till it lays that and then we'll kill it. Be a nice little bonus bit of food or something, I guess. And let's work on... Oh, got ourselves our drying racks here. Perfect. Let's get this in there. And once again, we'll eat carrots for the dinner. Okay, let's see. I don't need Glommer's goop either. Let's put that in there. Okay, we got enough wood for the night? Not really, because I also want to get other things done. We got plenty of twilight to burn here. And if you ever do find yourself in a possession of a large number of Twilight DVDs or books, you could always burn them as well. They make an excellent fuel source, by which I mean toxic and they'll probably kill you, but, you know. And I don't mean that just because, like, you know, those things in particular. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, well, let's, okay, we got ourselves one of these assholes here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our log armor on. What we're going to do is we're actually going to try and pacify these guys. Let them kill the bird first, potentially. Where'd he go? Huh. Right, well... Okay, we're going to actually retreat back again. Let's drop this off here. Come on. Be happy. There we go. Okay. Now, unlike a normal tree man, you can actually start chopping down trees near where you were attacked by birch nutters. So it's a little bit easier to deal with them. One of the other nice things about the birch nutters is that those little minions that they send off, you can actually kill them. And what they do is they actually drop birch nuts. So the obvious and easy way to kill the birch nutters is to actually just drop a lot of birch nuts and plant those trees back down. And the reason that that's so effective is because, like, they give you the free, like, the food for free. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, where's our base? Okay, so we're not going to be able to worry about this just yet, I think, but there we go. Okay, whatever. Let's just not worry about that for now. This is one of the least lucky starts I've ever had as far as this all goes. Okay, Chester, give me back my beehive thing. Why do I always give that to you? Alright, food. We need 2 planks. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, we're going to definitely need a crock pot now, so let's go ahead and check Chester. I think he had my rocks. Yes, he did. I think our charcoal is in here. And how much do I need for that again? I forget. Let's just murder these bees. The reason being that we don't really have any way to convert that yet. Okay, so crock pots. How much did I need? I needed 6. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we can always get one more. It's not a big problem. We'll just burn down this tree. Speaking of trees, let's go deal with those birch nutters. We're again just going to attempt to pacify them. There we go. And you as well, good sir. And there he goes. Okay, today we are going to have to start working on our spider's nests again. Now that that bullshit is all dealt with, once we've got our... You know, we can actually do the charcoal tonight instead of right now. There's no reason that we need to do that during the day. So let's go ahead and check down on that spider's nest and start working that down a little bit. Okay, spiders, come out. Alright, it's all over in that direction. We should be cutting in the opposite direction. Let's get our spear ready, just in case. Let's kite you down a little bit further. That way I can do it that way. And we're going to actually want another trap here. There we go. Easy stuff. Alright, so let's set that there. Let's pick that up and set this here. Damn it. Okay, well that happens sometimes. Ouch. Son of a bitch. Well, hopefully we'll get a couple of these spider glands and we'll heal ourselves up with that. That trap broke because of the way that works sometimes. Nope. I think that's out of spiders, yep. Okay, so we're gonna have to go find another spider's nest, it seems. Which I think was way the hell somewhere. We're not gonna worry about that right now, I guess. It's just too far away. Alright. And, yeah, back to base. We'll make ourselves our crock pot. This time we'll remember to leave it close enough to the fridge that when we use it, we can actually use the damn thing. So we'll build it right down here, I think. Perfect. Okay. So that's working just fine. We'll actually go ahead and make ourselves a honey ham, but I can't actually remember how to make that. I'll look up the recipe, I guess, later. Because I don't really want to trial and error it right now. It's not really an appropriate time for that. Okay, so we can make ourselves another bee nest. What I'm actually going to do is start working on a little bit more charcoal. The reason for that, of course, is that I don't like these asshole trees. No, I'm just kidding. Right now, at this point in time, I kind of feel like getting some more drying racks would be a useful thing, since that's going to be another sort of component to what we're doing. Although I guess we don't really need that badly. Well, let's try hunting. This track is actually pretty old, so I don't think that that's actually going to lead to anything anymore. So we're not going to worry about that either. I'm just going to spend the day romping about, gathering up flowers, and sort of actually exploring a little bit more. Because, again, like, exploration is going to be quite important for us. I'm going to chop down this pine since I kind of want to move some more of those pine cones towards our base. Especially during winter, it's better to have pines near you because you can replant and reuse them a lot more effectively and a lot more easily than you can the other plants. So it becomes quite important that you be able to do that. So you don't have to go ranging too far to get pine trees. Damn it. I think it was 2 more whacks, literally. Yep. Okay, well that's fine. There we go. These trees look like they'd be good for burning down. Glommer's just delighted at looking at the fire there. Alright. And again, though, this is all fairly basic stuff. You've seen this all before so far, but again, the big emphasis is we're getting more honey, we're getting more drying racks, because again, we cannot really rely on agriculture from where we are. Manure, like, it's not even a case of just gradually collecting the manure up so that you can build your farms. This is a case where we actually can't rely on manure at all, because what happens is you would make all those farms, and you'd sort of find yourself unable to properly fertilize them. And even though you can fertilize it with rot, it's not really that effective or efficient fertilizing with rot, since you basically need a lot more than just that to keep yourself going as far as farming goes. It's very inefficient to farm that way, because you're only using a portion of your crops for eating anyway. A lot of it gets recycled through your bird. And that's sort of the way that goes. But if, you know, otherwise, it would have been a great idea, but not here. Okay, I need to actually figure out how many do I need for that. I need 6 again, so... Everything takes a lot of charcoal. It's really just sort of awkward to get it all. Alright, back at base. Let's plant these. We'll plant these in a cluster for turning into charcoal, actually. That will be fine, since I think these ones are just about at chopping age. That'll get us a lot of pine cones. There we go. And let's go to our fridge, just check these carrots. It's still moldy, so we're actually going to combine them. And we're pretty much going to eat like all of them pretty quickly, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so icebox. We can throw all our monster meat in one pile. That'll extend the shelf life of it a little bit, even though it's still pretty unpleasant to eat. And we've been putting our birch nuts in here. Yeah, we have. Lot of birch nuts. Could make this into something that'll help preserve these guys a bit. Do I have to cook these first? I think I have to cook these first. We're actually like short on twigs, so what I'm going to do is actually just cook a shit ton of these birch nuts. The reason we're doing this is it makes for good overwinter food. It turns into trail mix or something like that, or granola or some crap like that, but like this or something like that I think works. We'll find out. Okay. Should also be fairly quick to cook it. Let's see here. Fistful of jam. Right. Okay, I guess I needed something that wasn't... whatever the hell it was I was putting in there. Okay, let's try this again. You... Can I send you seeds? I don't know, like... Let's just try it. What is the worst that could happen? Okay, so I think theoretically our tall birds are back up to harvestable age right now. So I think we're going to go down and collect us some meat. Oops. Run, guys, run! What we're going to do is actually drop off... We'll drop off Chester and Glommer here. That just turns into goop. Fantastic. Well, at least it cooks quickly. Alright, so let's drop that off over in the fridge, I guess. Nope, full. I'll have to look up how to make trail mix again. I used something like that. I might have to use actual vegetables instead of just like berries, but that would be really awkward. Or maybe I needed to use honey. Maybe it was honey that I used. Oh well. Alright, Tallbird, you've met your match. By which I mean I'm going to murder you and eat your children, but you know, that seems fairly matched. Pretty easy. Again, probably should be doing this while they're asleep. Probably just a couple more hits, I think. There we go. Let's go ahead and take their egg as well. Since I should be doing this during sort of the more dark hours of the night, I'm going to actually spend my time doing the spiders again. I have to reset this trap again, that's annoying. Alright, so let's get the spiders over here. We'll get them down here first. Yeah, you cheating asshole. Remember, when you're actually hitting the spiders, you do need to get them just far enough away that they're not going to aggro the rest of the hive. Or nest or whatever. Okay, that's 3. And this will be the last spider, it looks like. Spider glands would actually be fantastic right now as well, but I'll take silk, that's plenty fine. And let's go genocide some birds. That would be delicious. Okay, this beehive actually is one that I should be focusing on, since it would be really easy to take compared to the other ones that I've been actually getting. But, you know, whatever. we are going to, after all, have to get that silk first. Is there another one south? Oh, there's a lot south of here, but those don't likely influence this one. Alright. We've got a lot of grass, but we've not got a lot of sticks, which is the usual case for me. I usually have plenty of sticks, or enough sticks, but not enough grass, so I guess we're doing something okay. Alright, this way. And once again, like, just wear your armor for these guys. It's easy to kite them, but there's no reason to get careless here. Okay, well... Yeah. Come on. And you can actually take their baby first, but the reason I'm taking it after is that you can actually, if you get into trouble or something happens, you can, like, drop the aggro of this guy by running far enough away. If you take their egg, they will follow you, like, to the ends of the earth, and that's just not really something you want to deal with. I almost counted that wrong. I actually did count that wrong. I thought that I had gotten it down to 2 hits and then, but whatever. Oops. Alright, so one more halberd, just straight to the left. And this one, I don't see an egg. There it is. Okay. There we go. Easy meat. Alright. And let's go ahead and pick up that last egg. So we got another 3 tallbird eggs. We still haven't finished eating all the ones we had. So again, these guys become really sort of good for that sort of hunger. They're not as good for like your sanity or your stamina, because like beef jerky, if you're just eating lots and lots of beef jerky, you instantly recover like all of your sanity and all your stamina, because they heal those just as much as they do your everything else, or your hunger meter. So they become a really good source of general food. Like if you just had a gigantic stack of beef jerky, it would cover all your bases like just by itself. Whereas with the diet that I'm going to be having, it's going to be a little bit more touch and go on the health and the sanity. Should still be okay though. I shouldn't be in any trouble or anything like that. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, our base forming up pretty nicely. We got ourselves actually a tier 3 spider den now, so let's go ahead and incite some trouble here. Look at all these damn spiders. Okay. There we go. Easy stuff. Oh, crap. Thing broke. Okay, so let's get back to base. We'll deal with that in the morning. One can theoretically get more of the stuff from there over time by actually leaving them alone, but I don't really have that sort of kindness in me. I'm a ruthless motherfucker. Alright, anyway. Let's get our beef jerky in there. Let's start cooking up these berries, because we do really need to eat them before they go off. And we'll pick these back up. Get our buddies back with us. Chester, not so useful at night, but this guy, really nice to have that sanity boost. Okay, we've only got 4 silk still, which is a real pain. Let's get you. There we go. And we could even start cooking this a little bit, but let's drop this in here first. Oh, that's unpleasant. Okay, let's eat these, I guess. Mostly just eating this for the health at this point. Alright. I do dislike not having a farm because that means I don't have anything to use fertilizer for, and we're going to end up with fertilizer, so... Alright, let's make another box, though. Okay, let's build this one. I think we'll build this one over here. Fill up this one first, though. More eggs. They do take up all that room, which is sort of the reason I don't normally do this strategy, unless I have some reason to do it. And we're actually up to day 16 now, so we're actually at the end of this episode pretty much. So anyway, as you can see, we've got ourselves a base set up. It's a little bit more focused on specific things. It's a little bit different from what we normally do, but it's going along quite nicely, and I can already see now that I'm not going to have real problems with food come winter. We could have other problems potentially later on, but things are going pretty well for us right now. Anyway, that's going to be our episode for today. I hope you found this enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.